Watch this little trick here. Okay, so I don't have anything other than that, and that'll work. So that guy goes there, right? Okay. Put the square peg in the round hole. Did I say pig? I meant to said peg. Okay. Time is ago. Shit.
I'm out like a fat kid in dodgeball.
Bring it at the end, and that's it. Truck.
That's
Jeep.
big out, ain't it?
Okay, check this out, man. So you can come here like that and just. So comes apart just like that. They do make them like that, but I just don't have any in stock. Okay, so basically you're gonna mock all this up. Well, I am. Okay. So that goes there, and wouldn't you know it, it's stuck on the end. So we're just gonna get. I knew there's a reason why I grabbed this fresh one. I just knew it. Oh yeah, and everything comes out smoothly. Okay. Yeah, I think I did this before. It's all coming back to me. It looks familiar.
Oh, wow.
It's good, man.
Just eat everything. It's ridiculous.
Dude. A little bit of mustard, ketchup, peanut butter.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
So they go, that explains it. That's why it looks that way. Look at your skinny ass.
Man.
Show off. I remember when I was 29. It was 1922.
Oh man. You damn near can go back that far, huh?
Oh, it's as old as my grandfather, my grandmother. My grandfather's buckskin rubber. And my grandmother farts dust these days. She's so old. Okay, so we're going to put a real thin coat. Okay, and this is going to basically set up. We got good humidity here, not too hot in here. And I want too much because I don't want this to ooze all over the place. We've got that Teflon sealant going through the threads. Okay, so got that. This. You know what? Be nice to have help once I put this on, but I think we'll get her. Hey, Bill?
What you need help with?
You got like a minute or two? I'm gonna mock all this up. Let me mask the front of that, and then I'll grease the I'll grease the bearings. I mean the threads with the Permatex, and have it all mocked up and assembled, and then drive her home. But you get one side, I'll get the other. I'm just putting a thin amount on both ends, so.
The easiest way to do these kits is put the pump on with the regular bolts, let it dry.
Oh.
And then I take the bottom two bolts out, put the thing on there with the spacer and the ones with the bolts with the thread sealer on, and then send them through. And then I take the other ones and I tighten all four at once. And it's sealed up good.
Because we filming, she's going home right now. But I've seen him do that before.
And you can change the gaskets later.
Wait, scratch everything I just said. Y'all is funny.
Okay. Our bolts are all the same, so now we're going to basically drive them home, and I'm going to take just a little bit of this, okay? I'm just going to put a little dab on the back there. That's it, just for the head. That goes up there. Remember, you got those later, right? Because I'll have access, I believe. You know, because those bolts come behind. Okay, and then, yeah, hold that right there. Don't you dare.
Not that one.
Here, bend over. Okay. You didn't leave me a rag. I got like
That guy.
all kinds of different crap all over my fingers. Okay.
Yeah. Burger juice some early.
Hanging around BA
Catch up.
with the sauce.
That's right. Bill know what time it is. You ain't saucing, you're screwing up out here, man. When you saucing, you're bossing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that damn sauce on, man.
Can't be just going to pooch, man.
Come on, man. Talk to him now. Talk to him, Bill.
Let's do.
Oh wow.
Well, here, let me put it in there.
That's where he found it, Bill.
Allen wrench.
Yeah. I was gonna start it by hand and then get the Allen wrench so you can be relieved. Okay. Then I'll get the mallet again, right? I'm on the. I believe I'm on the gasket. I slipped out of the gasket. Hang on.
That's why I put them together the other way.
Yeah, he like that with rubbers too.
I got 2 words for you. Okay. Oh, that's the one. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to putting on some components. As you see here, we got them all laid out. All the nuts and bolts, everything's sectioned. Charlie, why don't you come around here? Let's start with the alternator. All right. Then we'll start with the top one here. Nope. You're 180 off, pal. All right. There we go. Get that started. We're just going to get things started. We'll fasten everything down later. This is a nylock. It's not needed. Now, there's something I added on. It's called an AN washer. I provided that because I like putting washers against the back plate. I don't want to be taking the nut and torquing and going into the back of the plate, the bracket. So it's just cleaner that way. So let me go ahead and put a little dab on here. Okay. Now this is aluminum. Anytime you're working with aluminum or stainless, you want to use anti-seize or something to lubricate. In this case, we're using a blue Loctite. We do not need to use red. Lift that up to the bottom. Okay. And then we get this over here. What you drop there? Like that. Now never bother to torque these down. This is just to assist in driving them home. That's it. We need to get the 9/16 out of there. Lock that nut down. Oh. Okay. And then this, I'll finish it off by hand. Just snug it up by hand. Same thing with the, never torque these down. Oh, wrong one. I think that is this one. One of them's metric. Oh wait, which is going to be this guy, I think. Yep, that's it. I don't know why that is. They just mix them up. Then again, they farm this stuff off. You know, about 25, 30 pounds, basically. All right, next component. Let's go with our AC. Oh, you know what? Let's finish that up. Bring that over here. Good choice. Okay, so we took a socket. You can get a rag, protect your hand or a glove, and you're going to ratchet this off or impact this off. We've already started. We're going to keep the hardware. And this is basically the Serpentine kit supplied hardware. That is the fan, followed by, let's go, followed by the pulley. Take this. Again, now we got a lock washer on here, so there's really no need to put anything else on, but I still like to have a little bit of extra lock, and also it's just easier on the threads. So start this by hand. Okay. Just kind of hard to get your fingers recessed in there. Okay. The big socket is ready to go. I need the impact. Again. And these things are really nice. If you don't own one, if you're interested in learning a little more about it, feel free to contact us or hit the link below. All right, that's good. We're done with this. Now to dress that off, I'm going to take our cover piece, and those are those 3 screws that are next to it. Take one by one, and this one's going to require the little Allen. Hand me that SAE, probably the 9/64, Charlie. Again, we don't want to torque these down. Got a little bit of Loctite on there, blue, not red. Hold that down and just snug it up by hand. And be careful, these are, I think like an 832. Don't overdo it. You'll break them. Not to mention they're also elongated. I mean, they're longer because of the depth. So they will stretch and twist on you if you overdo it. Okay, Charlie, next up is the AC pump. Charlie, why don't you go ahead and hand me that pump there. And then grab the 2 bolt, and you keep that in your hand. Grab the pulley kit too. All right, so here's our peanut style Sand and 7 AC pump. I'm gonna put this bad boy on now. All right. It's going to be at 12 and 6 o'clock. And then, Charlie, we're going to do the same thing here with, we're going to butter these up just a bit. Okay. Notice how I'm just gliding that down. I'm not saturating the heck out of it. No need to. So again, keep in mind this is your up. This is where your inlet is, an outlet for your high and low. Okay? And then you got, just support it, line it up, get her started. Never force anything. And again, if you use the impact gun, all you're doing is driving her home. Do not impact on it. Okay, that's... Drop it down. Yeah. The angled ratchet, the 3/8 drive, the angled. Yes, I love this baby. Had this guy for years. Okay. 5/16. If you look up general torque sequences for thread size, sometimes we'll find that online. I would say about on this one, 35, somewhere around there, but again, just by hand. All right, Charlie, we're ready to dress this off now. Let's go ahead and get the pulley cover and the hardware. Grease them up. Ah, there you go. Take those out of the bag. Just give me one. Yeah, first one. That's great. So here's our cover. Go ahead and, ooh, that's a little here. Now, if you get a little excessive, here's a little trick you can do. Just kind of steal some. Borrow some. All right, that is good enough. Put that in a hole. Probably gonna mess with me. Line that up. Again, get them started. Last one. This one seems like it's got like a nylock fitting to it. You know what I mean? Like self-locking. It's probably the powder coating. Go ahead and give me the impact gun. If I can drive these home, and then have that ratchet standing by. Now, if you just barely, this is electrical. It's not a pneumatic. I wouldn't advise that. So if you're going to use an impact gun to drive them home, electric because you just barely see this. You just barely have to touch it opposed to that. And I like it because my reverse, my forward right there. But see, I can control the speed and the action.
Don't strip out.
Exactly. Okay. Trade you. All right. I think we're going to go with the bottom crank assembly. And this one has a spacer. Now typically, by the way, these will come pre-lubricated by the manufacturer, and it's usually like a PAG 105 oil or so. Double check, make sure. You never want to charge it dry. There we go. Spit the words out of my mouth. All right. So, got the crank pulley. Take those bolts right there. Okay. All right, so we're going to set that right there. We're going to remove this. This is already engaged, and we'll show you how to torque this later. No, this we're going to go blue. Just a little bit right across the top. Just drag it. I thought I told you never to have your friends fall here.
That's a personal problem.
Yeah, I know. I'll call you back later. That's our Corvette customer. All right. This is a fine thread. Should be. Let me make sure. Yes, it is. Okay. You know what? It's a little tight there. And there's a lip on it, so make sure that is recessed within. Got that on there? Good. The next one. Sometimes you might need to chase your threads. All that means is to clean them out. And I'm just going to leave that slightly loose just because I need to start another one. And sometimes, believe it or not, these can be a little bit bent or crooked. Okay, snug. So, and you can wipe that off. We won't be using this. This is supplied with the kit. Instead, we've got this bad boy, ARP. Make sure you put anti-seize at this point. And on this one, you're not going to use the washer because the spacer is going to take the place of the washer. You'll just need a 12-point socket, which I have right over here. It's this guy. You know what? I think I'm going to need an extension. Yep. Because that's the short socket. Yeah. No extension up here? Ah, here we go. This will get me going. Mine is just really get it started.
Nice.
Alright, so Charlie, I don't have a deep socket on this, so I do need an extension, probably 4-inch. Okay? So while he's grabbing that, I'm going to grab my torque wrench. And unlike we did earlier with the heads on another video, there's no sequence. This right here you can check with ARP or your manufacturer and they'll tell you the torque sequence with or without ARP lube. So basically this is going to be about 75 inch-pounds, so maybe 85. And when that's done, we're going to do the same thing as we did here. And we're going to grease our threads with a little bit of blue Loctite. Put the cover on. You like that? All right. Now we're going to leave this off for now. I'm just going to snug it up a bit. And I think you know why. It's the motor's going to turn. So until this is off the engine stand and we have the flywheel on, we have a flywheel tool to hold that in place, and we'll go ahead and torque this to spec, and then we'll put the cover plate on. Next. So, let's go ahead and do the water pump pulley. And that is yes. Sometimes they come with a spacer. We're not going to need it. And it has multiple holes, as you can see, depending on your displacement. So we just got to figure that out.
And what's that?
And they've got also multiple on the flange of the water pump.
Okay.
And most likely we're going to go with, there she is. Same thing, just a little bit. And then I'm going to need the socket. There we go. And that would be these outer ones here. And you should just look in to line it. There you go.
That looks so good.
It's coming along. We're almost done. It's really not rocket science. And I haven't seen any videos that I've come across online, but doesn't mean that they're not out there. And I'm not sure, I don't recall ever seeing it on the manufacturer's website. There's a lot of stuff like this 2019 Raptor I have. I bought a lot of stuff from a place out of California that came out with just earlier this year, a lot of carbon fiber stuff for the Raptor. Absolutely no videos on putting that on or how you take off the original stuff so you don't damage it. Because I'm sure there's somebody out there that needs it. And with manufacturing these days, things are getting limited. No, I'm good. Drove those home. Now we're going to tighten this up. All right. Ready? Now I'll explain. Okay. But we've got Loctite on here. And this is our only advantage to tightening it down.
Oh yeah. That's the way to go.
And that other one, because get that, make sure that goes in there. There we go. Inadvertently got the metric one on there. I think we're back to our 9/64ths. We're almost done. We're gonna get our next item here in a minute. Okay. Now I gotta get that started. Yes, it is.
These kits really changed the appearance of these motors. Crazy.
You think?
This is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It is. It's really beautiful.
Okay. I can hear my wife. I could have had my kitchen, Jim.
Oh,
Trust me, I got a shed to finish so I can have some room and access. If you knew my kid, everything's all over the place. So I hadn't forgot about it. It's overwhelming. But once the shed's up, all my stuff is organized. A lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. And then I can fulfill my wifely duties, my honeydews. And no, don't get me wrong. I appreciate seeing a nice kitchen, a nice house for that matter. Fortunately, we bought a lemon. All right, so now we're going to hand tighten this just like we did on our alternator pulley. And by the way, that is a 140 amp alternator. You can actually order them with different amperage, like 150. I think they go up to about 320 depending on your needs. And then a lot of this stuff is just general components that comes with the kit that you could buy separately. But they select the pieces that go along with the whole facade and the look. Is that this one? Nope, we got that one. Next. That's fitting in snug, so it's because of the plating. There it is, right there. All right, let's get our power steering pulley. Keep that clean. No, remember we have to torque that down later. We can't do it because the motor's going to spin on us. So let's reach for our power steering. I got it. That's the pulley and the hardware, and then we'll work on the tensioner. All right, so here's our power steering pump. It's a Type 2 GM, and it's found on all applications, Ford, Mercury, Mopar. So when you get this, they have a remote. Just specify if you want a remote or you want self-contained. And what you have to do is pop on an O-ring, make the connection, just pop this in place. You'll see two brackets that are tapered. Obviously, the wider opening goes in first. Make sure it's aligned. Take a mallet, and maybe the head of a screwdriver, pop that in place. Once that's done, you're on. And you can see here, we're 12 o'clock and 7 o'clock. That's for the cover. And these are going to go through. Next one, get them started. Line that up there first. All right, let's grab, it's going to be, make sure we got the right one. There's a couple of them, one of them's metal, the rest are standard. Don't want to mix them up. Okay, you're not going to torque this. Go ahead and give me the, favorite ratchet of mine. Okay. Just like that. Now, we can go ahead and finish it off with our cover. Same thing. This one is dedicated, so there's no multiple bolt positioning. These threads aren't that long. And if you like that fine detail, as long as you get the correct thread, hey, more power to you. You get something like stainless. Just make sure it's a higher grade stainless. We got one more bolt in need. Where's the last bolt? Oh, that was on there, remember? Just need to grease it a bit. Take that. Move me. There you go. And you gotta watch it when you're using an Allen and a torque. I don't need much, because you can break this or gull it, strip it out. You know what, let's go ahead and try to go old school style with this. I'll trade you. And then, where is that smaller one? Here, I just want to make sure. That went well. Okay. Just be careful when you're doing this. You don't damage anything. Use the flat side, not the corner of the screwdriver. You can see that. You'll definitely gull that into the aluminum, the pulley. I'm just backing up against the high pressure. And that should be it. That's it. Woo. Well, let's start putting our idler and our tensioner pulley. And then get to so this guy here is going to be go on like that. Take our bolt, drive her through. Well, what I'm going to do here, now this is threaded, just so you know. So I had, where'd it go, Charlie? I had, here it is. I'm just going to take this, I'm going to add these on, because I like to. Washer. Okay, Charlie, give me my blue Loctite. We're going to take a little dab of Loctite, and you can see where these threads are going to ride. That's exactly where we're going to put it. Okay, Charlie, I need a 3/16, and line these up in the two holes. Not too big. Watch this sucker be a metric. That's too big. Both of them are too big.
Check the side right there behind you.
Alright. That's on there. Let's see. This will be. That's it. Give me my zigzag. Take that. So we're going to tighten this up a bit, put a preload on it. Okay, I'm gonna hold that. He's got a washer on the back with the nylon that's supplied with the kit. And I need a 9/16. So while I'm holding this, I'm gonna tighten this down. And they give you just a long enough bolt for that. There we go. That's snug. Next, I will deal with that later. That's our cover. Why don't we put the bolts right up here, keep them together, the 2 screws to retain that. Let's get our idler pulley, our idler putty. Okay.
Let's see it.
This is it. See the spacer? This is all comes with the kit, the bolt. Okay. So we are going to put the washer on top of here. So that will go in there. And then, Charlie, I need to get that other washer.
One other washer.
There we go. Got it. Now I need the Loctite. Again, we're going to put a little dab right where she's going to go. That's good. And then on this, Charlie, this is a 9/16. Has a little bit of space. I actually, you know what? I'd like that to come out a little more. I think we're going to get another one of these washers. Let's see if this recesses on. Now, this is something you may run into where you really want to have this adjusted and lined up. So that fits in there beautiful. So if we mock this up and I look, what I'm looking at, come over here. See the back of this, relation to this, and this. I'm looking straight down and putting that shim basically. Charlie, why don't you go in the back and get us another one of these right here? Check that out. Remember that stainless in that drawer? Oh, you want to take it and match it up?
Yeah.
So while he's grabbing that, it's not too much we can do at the moment. Oh wait, Charlie! I got another one in my hand. Yeah. Okay. So, and again, we pulled these. We're taking this, okay? We'll put the flat side on the back. You'll notice one side's polished when they manufacture these. They punch them. All right, Charlie. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Yeah, we need 3 of them. So we incorporated 2 of them into this idler pulley. Charlie, go ahead and get one more because we're going to put one back here along with our nylon.
Now that's gonna stay in line with the belt, right? With all the other pulleys?
Okay, I need another one of those stainless steel washers because we got to put the jam nut on here to lock this down. Now this doesn't have to be torqued or tightened that much, okay? So, I think you've got the, that's pretty much it. Take this opportunity, you guys want to follow me over here? So, depending on what you've got, these are all the in and out for the high and low pressure, the adapters. They come in black, they come in brush, you can get them in chrome. Now on these, you'll notice they all have a 90-degree downturn. And they're basically going to situate themselves right up over here. Let me grab this guy too while I'm at it. This guy. Okay, hang on. Where's the nylon? Oh, there it is right there. I got it. So there's a plate. You're going to remove this. And again, check with the manufacturer. Double check to make sure they've got enough pag oil. That's why these are covered. And then basically that'll bolt down. And you can see how that comes down. And everything's chromed. So it looks nice. I mean, you can probably get away with brushed nickel. And again, if you've got like a black matte application, which they have another one that we use for customers, it's a matte black. And right here where this is chamfered, it's a reveal. So you see the aluminum. And it looks like it's a nice contrast. Now the one that comes with the kit, this might not be the way that you want to route your system. That's the one that comes with the kit. And then if you want a little extra bling, another provider, there you go. All right. Let's go ahead and put these back. Let's go get the belt in check right now. Because here's the thing, Charlie. When you do that, okay, as this comes along, that, see where that's going to go? The thing is that just keeps that in line and clears. Do you see that? Because I'm looking at the relationship of this along with this, and this is out here, and this is clear. So that shim actually helped out. And then once that pulley's on, you can see, oh, by the way, guys, this is a 7-rib belt. Most of them are 5 or 6. This is a 7. And this was this nice, which is what's nice about this kit. So Charlie's going to put this over here. And now we're ready to go ahead and put this cap on. Let's go ahead and butter up those screws. Get these open for you. Last is our cover plate. The piece de resistance. All right. I think Mr. Delivery Man's here. All right. And it's the same thing with all the other ones. Again, just be careful. These are like 832. They're very fine thread. Yes, that is our delivery. I like to pop that in there snug, hold it in place so I got a grip on it. Little dab. Now for the belt. Sometimes, very seldom, we get stuck with the wrong belt. That's fine. We can always call them up, let them know the belt that we have, and we need like the next size up. We're about a half off or so. We're going to kind of wait till we get the belt on to literally snug these up, because it's hard to grip this. Hey, Charlie, let's go ahead and get the belt. And then we need to get our we're done with this, if you want to put the cap on it. And then I'm going to need the 1/2 inch right here. All right. So, now that's curved already. That's fine. Stick that on there. Goes like that. Goes underneath the water pump pulley, above, down here. It goes down on the crank. So we're going to relieve this guy here for now. Once you hold that up, I'm going to take care of the biggest circumference. Okay, hold that. You ready? Pop that on there. Let me see that. Let me see. Yeah, you got it. We lucked out. We got the right belt, but we've already got the tension out. Now, sometimes it's a cheater. It is a brand new belt. You can put a little soap on there to ease it on. Just be careful. Nope, that's it. Or you could take the cover off. There you go. And now, boom. That's our belt. Charlie? And the last piece of resistance is our tension pulley cover. Oh, we still got to put this guy on. We'll get to that. Not forget that. And then most likely it's going to be our 9/16. Or Loctite. This good. That's good. And all this is a dress-off cover. Looks so much nicer. But in order to access the tensioner, you do have to have this on. This is it.
That look good.
Actually, Charlie, this is the next one up. Try the next size up. And it might be metric. I'm telling you, they just switch them on you. Yep, there we go. And again, by hand. You got Loctite, so snug them up really good. Don't need to torque the hell out of them. And again, we told you about this down here. Now all we got to do is erase Charlie's fingerprints. What do you think? That's our CVF Serpentine. It's the Raptor kit. This is their creme de la creme for the small block Chev. It's also, I believe, the same one for the big block Chevys. And again, it doesn't matter if it's Ford or Mopar. All this is the same. The difference is the bracket, the water pump, and the pulley hardware that is dedicated for those applications. Engine specific. So, I guess without further ado, we've got a couple of dress-up goodies we're going to lay on this motor. Call her done for now. What do you say? Charlie, let's take these valve covers off. You can open that up there, Charlie. We'll just show the one side for now. Just so they can get a taste. We'll leave these in the covers. And that is our right hand. You can see that's going to go on there like that. That'll hold that in place for now. You get an idea, huh? It's starting to look pretty bad. And then our ARP bolts that we got, which is right here. This is what we shared with you on another show, previous show. These are a stud type. You put just a tiny bit of Loctite, finger them into the aluminum head, and then you've got a washer and the nut, and lock them down. Now these are polished stainless, but they're 12 point. It's the look too, and it's also the product. This is nice quality, and they're not that expensive. So we got that, and then the other thing is, this would be like the PCV valve. Hey Charlie, why don't you go ahead and grab that air cleaner, grab the carburetor. We're just gonna mock that up for the viewers. So that guy will pop in there. This is what the customer wanted. Kind of wish, because I'm particular, probably gonna want to face it that way. So our direction of our the hose for the PVC is going to go off in this direction. And then of course we've got the other one for the breather, the other side matching, which is going to match. Charlie, go ahead and grab that cleaner. And where you're at it, why don't you go ahead and grab that taller in the box, the cleaner? No, the air cleaner. Yep, that's it. That goes right there. And of course, we have another aftermarket AN along with this AN if he wants, because it's a truck 4x in case he wants to go off-roading. Get a little more air cleaner on there.
It's nice.
Protect that engine. But you could see the look we're going for.
Yeah, it's nice.
And the last piece, we're going to take you over here. Charlie Bungour, why don't you do the honors? Pull out make sure it's a passenger right one. That's it. Woo. These are from Summit Racing. These are headers specifically for our 77 K10. Didn't have a lot of options, but again, it's a 383 stroker. He's going to have plenty of power for his needs. Versus that tired old 350 that came out of there, and that's going to just go right there. And there you have it. So what do you think?
Yeesh. Nasty.
Got the other side there, Charlie? Yep. Too much bling?
Nah. No such thing.
And I guarantee you, this chrome is going to get you home. All right, Charlie, why don't we go ahead and put these back? Again, I'm your host, Jim. We're here at Jim's Speed Shop. We thank you for tuning in to American Garage TV. We hope to see you on the next video. Just click on one of the links above. And thanks again for watching.